Good evening everyone. Today we are going to discuss about Industry 4.0. First we are going to discuss about the industrial revolutions. First industrial revolution started in the year of 1760s, and those times to run the machines they used water and steams, and so initially people they were manufacture the products for their own use. Afterwards, its requirement it increased, so that they moved from home into the separate cottages. So this first industrial revolution it will be ended in the year of 1840s. Then comes into the second industrial revolution. It started in the year of 1870s. Okay, so in this period, instead of water and steam, they used to run the machine the electrical power. So this will be easier compared with the water and steam, and also this is the electrical power sources make more impact to the industries, because it involve into the every activity, as well as to this will be used to uh, uh, make the mass productions in the industry, and also several management principles are created in the second industrial revolution. So usually the industrial revolution make the big boom over in the second industrial revolution. Then comes into the third industrial revolution. It will be started in the 1970s. Computers and electronics make the big impact to the this particular industrial 3.0. Okay. So the computers and electronics makes industries to into the automation system. So without human interference, it runs the industry. And also in the electronics systems like integrated circuit chips and uh, transistor, it will be made good impact into the industry. And comes to here, mainly the automation system is used over in the assembly lines. uh, this is about the industry 3.0. Next, we are going to discuss about Industry 4.0. So, in the Industry 4.0, it is introduced in the year of 2011. It first introduced by the German government. So, this Industry 4.0 connects the Internet of Things with manufacturing techniques to enable and share the informations and analyze it and use of guide intelligent actions. So mainly it is going to concern with connect the machine into the Internet of Things. So that is the main use of this Industry 4.0, and it also incorporate cutting edge technologies including like additive manufacturing, robotics, artificial intelligence, and other cognitive technologies. So the Industry 4.0 is also termed as digital factory, smart factory, or industrial Internet of Things. Next, we are going to discuss about functions of Industry 4.0. The first function is the interoperability. So this is the ability of machines, device, sensor, and people to connect and communicate with each other. So that means interoperability means connected devices, connected communications technologies, connected people, connected data, people uh, connected and collaborating with machines, machines working with machines, and so forth. Then the next function is the information transparency. It is used to create virtual world elements through creation of digital models. Then comes into the next function, technical assistance. The ability of the system support humans to making decision and solving problems, and the ability to assist humans with tasks that are too difficult or unsafe for humans. Then the next function is the decentralization of decisions. This is the ability to make the decision on their own and become as autonomous as possible. So mainly it is concentrating on the machine itself to making the decision for them. This is about the function. Next we are going to discuss about the functions of the components of industry 4.0. There are 9 components are there. First one is the system integration, simulation and virtualization, big data analytics, internet of things, autonomous robots, augmented reality, cloud computing, additive manufacturing and cyber security. So these are all the components of industry 4.0. First we are going to discuss about the system integration. So in the system integration, mainly nowadays the system is not fully integrated, like companies, suppliers and customers are not closely linked, and under the same is the fact with the department of such as engineering, production and services. So this system integration, it aims to integrate the all the activities together. It integrate the companies and functions and engineering works. So these are all the things it will be integrated. That is the system integration. The next component is the simulation and visualization. So already the 3D simulations of products, materials and production process are already used, but in this future the simulation mainly it is used to concentrate on the plant operations. In the engineering phase, 3D simulations of products, material and production process already used, but in future they are used as a plant. This allows to operators to test and optimize machine setting for the next product in line in the virtual world before the physical changeover. So this is about the simulation and virtualization. Next thing is the big data analytics. So big data analysis, analytical based on large data sets, has emerged only recently in the manufacturing world, where it optimizes production quality, saves energy and improves equipment services. So big data usually includes data sets with sizes beyond the ability of commonly used software tools to capture, manage and process data within time interval. So mainly it is used to collecting the data. So for that the big data analytics is used. The next component this Internet of Things allows devices to communicate and the internet with one another. It also decentralizes the analytics and decision making, enabling real-time responses. This is about the Internet of Things. Then the next function component is the autonomous robot. So usually the robots are used to tackle the complex assignments, and it is used to the greater utility, and they become a more autonomous. So it become more autonomous and flexible and cooperative. Eventually they will interact with one another and work safely side by side with humans and learn from them. This is about the autonomous robot. That means it is used to ready to learn new things from the humans, and the robots itself, it will contact and it performs the particular task. Then comes into the next component is the augmented reality. Augmented reality is a direct or indirect live view of a physical real world environment whose elements are augmented by computer generated perceptual information, ideally across multiple sensory modalities including visual and auditory, and it allows humans to better integrate and interact with the electronic system, helps create simulation models, and allows to see information related to the tasks that are being performed. The next components of industry is the cloud computing. So it is the practice of using network of remote server hosted on the internet to store, manage, and process the data rather than a local server or a personal computer. Companies are already using a cloud-based software for some enterprises and analytical applications. But with Industry 4.0, more production related undertaking will require increased data sharing. As a result, machine data will be installed to the cloud, enabling more data driven services for production systems. Even systems that monitor and control the process may become cloud based computing systems. The next component of Industry 4.0 is the additive manufacturing. So it is also called as 3D printing. Companies are just adopting this additive manufacturing techniques. It is adding the material layer by layer and formed together, and it creating the model over here. So mostly it is used to create the prototype component as a components. So 3D printing is any various process in which material is joined and solidified under computer control to create the three-dimensional object. About the additive manufacturing, already we people know that adding the material layer by layer, once the first layer is solidified, again material poured over above that one, then again the supplying the laser, it get hardened, again the second layer is formed. So like that material will be added over there, finally you can get the required component over with the help of this additive manufacturing system. The next component of cyber security is the uh, cyber security. Many companies still rely on management and production systems that are unconnected or closed. With the increased connectivity and use standard communications protocols that come with Industry 4.0, they need to protect critical industrial systems and manufacturing lines from cybersecurity threats increases dramatically. As a result, secure, reliable communication as well as sophisticated identity and access management of machines and users are essential for in the Industry 4.0. This is about the components of Industry 4.0. The next one is the challenges in adopting Industry 4.0. Data security issues are greatly increased by integrating new systems and more access to those systems, and high degree reliability and stability are needed for successful cyber physical communication. Maintaining the integrity of production process with less human oversight and will greatly affect employment of low skilled laborers who perform simple and repetitive tasks. A general reluctance from stockholders and investors to invest heavily in new technologies. Then comes into the applications and benefits of Industry 4.0. More and industry will adopt 4.0, thereby increasing productivity. Production process will be optimized through integrated IT, and production will be autonomous. Prototyping will be easy, flexible manufacturing system, and improve speed, productivity, quality production, and will drive revenue and growth, faster response to the customer needs, and growing use of software, connectivity, and analyticals will increase demand for IT employees. Demand for mechanical engineer will rise even more. Countries with higher cost of labor can adopt to automation system.